Welcome back to Project Zomboid. It is no secret that this game has a certain horror element to it, but not enough to really consider it a full-on horror game. Today's mod seeks to change that. This mod adds a stanky old grandpa who will try and kidnap us every few hours. Our run starts off normally. I grab some basic supplies from my starter house and begin walking around the place. In order for the old man to actually spawn in, it does have to be nighttime. This gives us pretty much the rest of the day to prepare. As I wait for nighttime, I entertain myself with normal activities, such as stealing and beating the homeless population to death with a bass guitar. After taking out what seems to be actual schizophrenic zomboids, I start walking around just waiting to get jumped by the old man. And I walk some more. And more. And I keep walking. Still walking. And I kept walking for a really long time, until eventually reaching a trailer park where I found a survivor home. After a quick snack break in a motel, I started trying to get into the barricaded trailer home. Besides a couple more zomboids, the trailer home didn't have anything special, only the usual weapons and whatnot. I quickly dispatched a small horde of tourists and then broke into someone else's home. My idea was to sleep here until it was night again. Then I would hopefully find the old man. Starting off the next run, I decide to turn down the time between encounters with the old man, and then promptly wait for nighttime again. As I'm breaking into someone's house, I see that they have alcohol in their fridge. I steal this and then pass out for a few hours before waking up in the middle of the night. Just like real life. It takes a while, but eventually the creepy old guy shows up. Before I let him kidnap me though, I decide to test out his movement skills. He may not be fast, but he does seem to be able to teleport. Which made me wonder, can he teleport through walls to reach me? Apparently not, because he despawned. I spent some time looting houses here and there until eventually finding myself at a parking lot. Here I break into a car and decide to try and get some sleep. An idea which is promptly ruined by the old guy coming and sending me to Brazil. Thankfully, I had packed a flashlight with me. It's practically pitch black in the old guy's house, so I wouldn't see anything without it. There's also an arrow on my screen which seems to be telling me where to go. Maybe I'll escape if I follow it. This place is kind of littered with corpses. They don't have any special loot, but they all seem to carry a big flashlight. Eventually I find out where the arrow was leading me, and, well, I kind of just jump off this bridge. I didn't even consider that it could be the wrong option, but thankfully I guessed correctly. After multiple quick naps in succession inside the car, I decided to check out the little trailer home in the parking lot. For some reason, the old man was just chilling in there. He did instantly evaporate after touching the sunlight. This means that SCP-106 is in fact a Reddit user. After leaving 106 a heartfelt note, I break into a car which probably belongs to him and wait for him to spawn again at night. Instead of sending me to the shadow realm as usual though, this happens. If you haven't realized, I'm not in the old man's moldy house, but the arrow is here, even though I'm in the overworld. Ignoring the absurd amount of zombies around this car crash event, I'm pretty sure what happened is that the game thinks I went to the Shadow Realm, but I didn't. Probably because I was in a car when he attacked me. The old man then started spawning on me every couple of seconds. I assume this is supposed to happen in the Shadow Realm because his attacks weren't teleporting me. Unfortunately for me, he seemed to be quite literally immortal. I guess my only real option is to follow the arrow. Unfortunately for me, wherever that arrow was pointing was probably off the map. I decided my only logical option at this point would be to just reload my game. Even with the power of cheat menu, there was no way I was gonna find out what that arrow was pointing at. Especially considering the fact that it had despawned at some point. The next time the old man spawned though, I was hit with an even stranger bug. I wasn't quite satisfied with the way this run ended, so I went back in, made a new character, and decided to thoroughly explore the old man's home. I mean, there's gotta be something in there, right? I discovered quite quickly that the old man is completely immune to firearms. Not sure why, considering the fact you can push him over. We're completely ignoring the exit this time. I'm trying to find out if it's worth going to Grandpa's stanky, rotten bread-looking house or not. And honestly, all signs point to it not having anything of value. Maybe it's a really well-hidden secret loot container, but all I found were a bunch of flashlights. Then again, it's not like the Shadow Realm is meant to be a fun place to stay in. And I'm honestly just making some time. Look man, there's like 20 seconds until it's 8 minutes. Alright, just give me these 20 seconds and I can play the outro.